I first read this book back in 2005. Now 11 years later, and I finally get to present my review for...
Jump on this Shark Week 3.
MEG by Steve Alton. Of course, this is my second time reading it. I had to get a refresher. It only took me 2 days to read, so no big deal. Welcome to day 5 of my Shark Week 3 Beyond the Species, titled Megalodon Mayhem. Let us begin. The plot. Jonas Taylor, a man who at one time at the high point of his career saw something he hasn't been able to unsee in 7 years. The year is now 1997, and he is hired by his friend, Maso Tanka, to help his son DJ repair the damaged device in the Mariana Trench, the place where he first encountered what he claims to be a glowing beast. DJ and his team, including his sister Terry, write it off as glowing tube worms, and Jonas heads down to fix this device that measures earthquakes or something, because, I don't know, who cares? For now, they have just entered the domain of the glowing beast that has been haunting Jonas's dreams for 7 years, killed 2 of his partners, and had him discharged. This creature, as if I haven't been stalling enough, is Carcharodon Megalodon, the ancestor to the great white shark. This 60-foot behemoth finds a way to travel up the trench that is actually pretty ingenious, and is now free to roam the seas, as the alpha predator it always was. I love this book. It is still not my favorite book ever, but it is damn near close. And I hear the sequels are even better. The pacing, the writing, the characters, the story itself. It all plays out like a love song to the deep. Even if the main focus of the story isn't the trench or even the ocean, you still feel awestruck and filled with terror every time the ferocious fish reaches the water. I like the fact that the MEG is only 60 feet. It gives off more of a realistic approach to the story, as opposed to some of the books I've read that feature megalodons, where their versions of the ancient fish range anywhere from between 80 and 100 feet. Those are actual sizes, but I prefer the 60-foot ones because they can still cause gory damage. Being an avid shark fanatic, especially when I was younger, I was naturally in love with the story. Surprisingly, I still haven't read the sequels, but now that I am older, I cannot wait to dive into them. Now I know that Steve Alton has some serious dedicated fans that stick up for him no matter what, and that is fine. But I am here to turn pages, not to turn perspectives. I don't care who's better at what they do. If it's a good story, then I'll keep reading. Hell, even if it's a bad story, I'll still keep on reading. That being said, I did find this book cheesy in some scenes, especially the scene where they're surfing at night. And don't get me wrong, I love cheesy stuff. But when it is done in a serious fish story, it starts to feel out of place. Other than that, though, I love mostly everything about this story. I own and read the re-release of MEG that contains MEG Origins. And I have to say this. I remember there being some F-bombs in this book, and there were none in this version, which only makes me concerned and fear for the film that currently is being worked on, because I don't want it to be rated PG-13. I fear this because this is the version that is supposedly supposed to follow the movie closest. Still, it's 351 pages of actual book. This story's a fun ride, filled with interesting ideas, great characters, and even some gnarly gore that may or may not make it into the movie. But I have high hopes. Overall, I give MEG by Steve Alton a 4.5 out of 5. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below to leave comments and subscribe.